So in this video, we're going to talk about different temperature scales. Okay, so we'll focus on three temperature scales: the Fahrenheit scale, the Celsius scale, and the Kelvin scale. Okay, so now the Fahrenheit scale is the scale that is used in the US. But the Celsius and the Kelvin scale is the scale that is preferred by scientists, okay? So oftentimes you will see problems where something is given in one of these scales and you have to change it to a different scale, okay? A lot of times you'll find a problem given in Fahrenheit. You might have to change that Fahrenheit to Celsius and then Celsius to Kelvin. Sometimes a problem will give you something, a temperature in Celsius, and you have to change it to Kelvin, okay? So it's important to understand the scales, number one, and then the second thing, how do you convert from one scale, temperature in one scale to the temperature in another scale, okay? So let's take a look at it, water, okay? So all these scales are kind of based off the freezing point and the boiling point of water. So we'll just go ahead and show you what temperature water freezes and water boils for each of these scales, okay? So if I write freezes out here, and then boils out here. So on the Fahrenheit scale, water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit and water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. On the Celsius scale, it's 0 degrees Celsius and it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And then on the Kelvin scale, it is 273.15 Kelvin. That's when water freezes and it boils at 373.15 Kelvin, okay? So now that we understood these temperature scales, let's take a look at how to convert from one to another, okay? So let's take a look at how to convert degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So all you need to do is take the temperature in degrees Celsius and add, to convert to Kelvin, you simply add 273.15 to it, and then you have the temperature in Kelvin. For example, if your temperature was given to you, which was 25.00 degrees Celsius, you wanted to convert this to Kelvin, you just add 273.15 to this, and that should give you 298.15 Kelvin. Let's take a look at how to convert degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. So for this, we'll use the formula. Degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 1.8 times degrees Celsius plus 32. So if you wanted to convert the same degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, we'll just put that number in here. So that's 1.8 times 25.00 plus 32, and that gives us 77.00 degrees Celsius. Degrees Fahrenheit. Let's take a look at how to convert degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. You just have to use this formula, and this formula is actually the rearranged formula for converting degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, okay? So if you know one of the formulas, you should be able to go back and forth, okay? So assume you have a temperature given to you of 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So then you just have to take that temperature and plug it into this equation. So therefore we get degrees Celsius is equal to 40.00 minus 32 divided by 1.8. And that gives you 8.00 divided by 1.8, which is equal to 4.4, and it repeats. And if you correct for significant figures, that's what it ends up being, 4.444 degrees Celsius.